can play some games will be good, but the real Mendy will be able to see them next season.
Hello, Pep. Pep, on Wednesday night you said that 8 more victories to claim the title. I don't know if you're aware, but the 8th game will be the derby against Manchester United. I don't know if you're aware of that and how special it would be if that was the moment.
It's ridiculous to think about that. So, is win the next one and the next one. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know the calendar, the fixture. Maybe you have to postpone games. Now you fixture and go in advance. So it doesn't matter. The important is try to fight until the end to be champion. That is what counts the most. Believe me, that is no sense, no important.
You said there about important to fight until the end. Just going back to that, Jose Mourinho trying to say that he's now just trying to fight for second. Would you ever be in a position of title race where you would say, "Oh, we give up," even before it's mathematically impossible? You would say, "Oh no, we give up." Yeah. Would you give up in a title race when you were points behind?
No, I don't think so. That is not going to happen because what we have shown until now is every single game we played, even in our 2 defeats game of the season, we tried and we tried it. That is going to happen because we don't play. We play every game for give sense what we are doing. So it's not. I know. So the distance. 15 points is quite good in that moment. It's the same what happened 4, 5, 6 games before with that distance, and now after 6 games later we are in the same distance. But in football, in sport, everything can happen, and you are good today, but tomorrow you can be bad. A lot of things happen, and the most important thing we have done so far is focus on the next one. Tomorrow we have 2.5 days recovery. A tough stadium and focus on what we have to do, and after we will see everything can happen in football. So until you are not, for my experience, everything is not done, you have to be prepared for everything can happen.
Pep, you've spoken particularly over Christmas about the number of games the team has to play, particularly going for all 4 trophies, but are you seeing any signs of tiredness in your players?
No.
There doesn't seem to be, and if so, how is that so?
Well, wind helped to be our mood, so you less injured. So we have injuries, but always was the trauma, not the muscular injuries. So we had few, maybe 1 or 1.5 for a muscular. That means a lot for the injured from, except John Stones and Vinny for his past, Mendy or the case for the Fabian Delph or Gabriel or the other ones. So the long term for the ligaments, for actions you cannot control, and that's why I think it's because they are young, because they believe what they do, and because winning helps to be in a good mood and good enthusiasm, because the injuries always influencing how is your behavior. You are more sad, you have more chance to get injured. So that's why everything can happen. But still, we have 4 months on every 3-4 days we have a game. A lot of things can happen. Hopefully, in 1 week, 10 days, Fabian Delph is coming back soon, and everybody who can, Gabriel and Phil, everybody can return as soon as possible to help us to achieve this amazing calendar.
And you've looked to tie up a lot of contracts in recent weeks. You're trying to do more. But is it safe to assume that Yaya Toure will be leaving at the end of this season?
There's no time to talk about that. So Yaya helped us a lot last season. In this season, play less than the year before. But we're going to decide. Still a lot of games. If I believe and he believes I can play, he will have his minutes. Sure. Depends on him. And when that's happened, because there's a lot of games, and last season was so important for us, so important. He's the only guy who renewed the contract when the end of the contract. The other guys, we didn't renew the contract. The only one was Yaya, because he played top, and hopefully he can help us until the end of the season, because I think we need him.
Hi Pep. The Premier League this season, the top 6 have been kind of set out on their own. There's 12 clubs or so that are in danger of going down. It's been quite unbalanced towards the top end. Yeah. Why do you think that is, and does that affect your preparations for games?
So I don't know. Always the people say that Premier League, all the teams and stuff, but it's true. The first 6, 7 teams, they are big distance for the other for the other ones. Will be big battles for until the end of the season for absolutely everything. I don't know. Normally, it's normal to say the clubs who has more money have more chance to win more games. That is natural because it's simple answer. So more money, better quality, better players, and better players helps to win games. It's simple like that. So the big successful managers because they had big amazing players. And to have today a big amazing players, you need money. It's simple like that. All the clubs in the world, exception, for example, Leicester, what happened 2 years ago, what was outstanding. So normally here in Italy, in Spain, always is the same.
Does it affect your preparation when you know that there's so many tough games?
For the future, recent future? No. So no, because we try to focus in the tough game, in the hypothetical contenders like Arsenal, Chelsea, and United, Tottenham, Liverpool, these kind of games. We prepare the same way we prepare against another team. So the way we prepare, for example, the first friendly game against United in the States, against Tottenham, Real Madrid, is the same when prepare against tomorrow Burnley, for example, the same way. So the players knows that we work every single game like another one. So that's why the only way to win titles like the Premier League or the Liga, Bundesliga or the Italian League, it has to be constant every single day. That's why always the Premier League or the Liga is the most important title because it shows you your constancy every single week. That's why it's the most valued title for me, and that's why we want to try. We want to try to get it, and tomorrow have another chance to reduce that chance to win.
Okay, last couple down here, guys, please.
I might be wrong, but I think next week after the Burnley game that's the longest you've had
until
as a group.
Wednesday afternoon off.
So they have until Wednesday off.
Yeah. So since Saturday, tomorrow afternoon until Wednesday afternoon, close the door here in CFA.
How important is that for them to have the kind of?
A lot. We don't see each other.
Because obviously the players were allowed to do as they pleased in September, and obviously there was a Sergio's incident in Amsterdam.
Nah,
are they allowed to go wherever they please?
They can travel, they can do whatever he wants. They want to places. If they want to go out to look for sunny days like today, but maybe they consider it, and like today maybe they stay here for a long, so I don't know. They are free. For 3 days they have to forget a little bit football and with their families, friends, and move on. So Wednesday afternoon we have to prepare against here for 3 training sessions, Leicester, Basel, and move on. But we need to break a little bit, everybody, not just the players, the staff, the physios, everybody. It was tough period. This one in winter time, and we have that chance for 3-4 days, and we give them.
And just going back quickly to what you were saying about Benjamin Mendy before, so you're hoping that he might be back in March. Would you expect him back in training in the next couple of weeks?
No. March's thing is maybe start to train in March with the team or February. I don't know exactly, but he didn't speak. It's going really well, really well. But exactly, I don't know. My point of view, when you have an injury like he had, it's always 5-6 months. And it's not 6 months and immediately you can play So in 6 months and after step by step. So if he can play some games will be good, but the real Mendy will be able to see them next season.
Sterling's obviously had a really good season and he's had a lot of big performances away from home especially, but at Anfield that was difficult for him. And Burnley away last year, that was particularly difficult. Is that something that you have to think about?
No.
Ahead of these games, especially Burnley tomorrow?
No, I don't think too much about that. I don't know. Burnley must be more complicated than the other stages in terms of away every single game Premier League is tough, but I didn't consider it that. So every player can play not good, so it's not a problem.
There's no special motivation then or anything. You might think that a certain game is difficult for a certain type of player, so you give them any extra motivation or advice, nothing like that.
But did he play in Burnley or he was
last season?
Rash?
Yeah. I think he got a bad tackle, a lot of bad reaction from the fans, and it was kind of like
remember.
Anfield.
I don't remember. Anfield, I understand. So
yeah.
He was there, so I understand sometimes emotional things. He's a young player. but I think he show up. Amazing thing in difficult stages this season, Raj, and playing good in good levels, home away. So I don't think he's a guy who's scary to take a responsibility. I think he show up this season many good things in the terms.